Samir Smaali. 61 Kilogramm Wrestling gegen Striking. Saki Niazi, der Afghan Ninja, der beste Wrestler Österreichs, trifft auf Samir Smaali. Nummer 1 aus der Slowakei und ein starker Striker. Ein heißer Anwärter auf den Fight of the Night. Suplexes treffen auf Schlagkraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your first fighter into the cage. From Tunisia, Samir Smaali.
Samir Smaali, the 12th fight of the night, fighting out of Spartacus Fight Gym. He's hailing out of Tunisia with a weight of 61 kilos, height 172, age 25, with a record of 10-6-0. He had a big training camp in Thailand, fighting with some of the top fighters of the world, from the UFC, from Bellator. He's coming in ready, and he's fighting against a really tough opponent. This might be the fight of the night. They're both very respectful upon each other, and they have a lot of respect, but I feel like that respect is going to go completely out the window as soon as the bell goes.
Would you please welcome his opponent from Afghanistan, Zaki Mazi.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Zaki Mazi from Basic Sports Club. He's one of the phenoms coming out of Austria. He's an Afghani warrior. He comes for the finish. He's predominantly a wrestler with really good stand-up. His weight, 61 kilos, height 170, age 22, and a fight record of 8-1-0. MMA, the king's discipline, is coming right now. I predict this to be the fight of the night. Zaki has amazing wrestling, but his jiu-jitsu is off the charts. He's a killer. He can finish it stand up, he can finish it by submission, but he can also win by decision. He's got a gas tank. He's going to be very, very tough to handle with. But Samir Smaali is also a very tough fighter, so we're in for a treat. It's the 12th fight.
Live from Vienna, XCC presents 3 rounds in the amateur bantamweight division. Introducing first in the blue corner with a record of 10 wins and 6 defeats. Weighing in at 61.3 kilograms, fighting out of Tunisia, Samir Smaali. And his opponent in the red corner with a record of 8 wins and 1 defeat. Weighing in at 61.4 kilograms from Afghanistan, Saki Niazi. Your referee in charge, Islam Bisiev.
Fasten in your seatbelts. This could be a barn burner. MMA at its finest. All right, my palms are a little sweaty here because this is something very special. Zaki's definitely going for the finish.
Listen to that crowd. Zaki Mazi. Oh, brilliant switch kick there from Smaali.
This is going to be his biggest test. Zaki's biggest test. But his wrestling is outstanding.
Yeah, that was a textbook takedown there from Zaki.
Watch his top pressure. And you know where he gets the pressure from? Watch his legs. It's very Khabib-esque. And he's going to attack submissions. They're dry, so it's going to be very dangerous for Samir now.
Yes, good point. So Zaki Niazi weathered an early storm from the Tunisian man, Samir Smaali. He got hit with a switch kick to the face, but he's got top position now. Let's see what he can do with it. That top pressure, that shoulder pressure was tight then. Maybe you should start looking to maybe perhaps pass the guard. Because even though he's strong on top, he hasn't landed any strikes yet from this position.
Well, Saki loves to transition to get the back take. And once he has the back take, he's in a world of trouble. And he's working for it. He's trying to get that back take.
Smaali has a high guard now. Maybe he's looking to work a submission off his back. But neither man is throwing any strikes now. Referee Islam Bisiev may start to... Oh, he held the cage then to get the leverage so he could throw up the arm.
The problem is the top pressure of Zaki is just something else. It's I don't see him getting out of this,
yeah,
to
but
be honest.
Top pressure isn't enough. If you're not throwing strikes, referee Islam Bisiev will stand you up.
Well, that's true. You're right. I just feel like...
If his top game's that good... Oh, look at the angle he's going off. Been warned. Oh, look at this angle. Oh! He's got the angle. Oh, he escapes.
He's scrambling. He's a great scrambler. Zaki's in complete control of this fight at the moment. But I like how Samir is really trying everything to get out of this position. And he's doing all the right things, but...
Yes. Smaali looking for another armbar. Yeah, we go the first round in the books. Zaki Niazi probably had the upper hand there with the great top control. He did land a bit more strikes towards the latter half of the round. So I'd give Zaki Niazi that from Afghanistan.
I would also give it to Saki. He got hit with a couple of strikes right at the beginning, but as you say, a lot of times when you're young, you have a fresh chin, and that's the reality. He's got a fresh chin, and he took it like a pro, and he got up straight away.
Actually,
that was a knee, right?
yeah, I'm gonna change my opinion. I think Samir Smaali won that round.
I have to disagree.
No. It's textbook in the rules of unified MMA scoring criteria. Them two shots were close to finishing the fight and were effective striking,
But
which is the highest.
But the second one, was that a knock? The first one was a knockdown, right? Second one, I'm not sure if that was a knockdown.
But that's it.
That's it?
That's a...
Okay. It depends on what you...
No, it does not.
No?
It does not. Judging is a criteria. It's black and white.
But is it? Sometimes...
No, it is black and white. I've attended Mark Goddard's judging course 3 times. I didn't pass any of them.
But you know how often we have bad decisions in MMA. And they're not working in accordance to the rules. And that's the thing which we have to incorporate, you know?
So that first round, based on the opening exchanges, I gotta give it based on the scoring criteria of the unified rules of mixed martial arts, Samir Smaali would have won that.
That's interesting. It's just that top pressure, and he had almost, I mean, how many minutes of top control did he have?
But control doesn't matter if you're not doing anything.
But
with
he was trying to...
It's effective striking.
But what about he was trying to go for submissions? He was just...
No,
I feel like... No?
If anything, Smaali off his back went for more submissions.
You're right. Actually, I agree with that. That's interesting take.
So, like, I mean...
I don't think the referees are going to, and the judges are going to see it that way, but I think you might be right.
They might not have seen what we saw from the highlights.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to the fight. So we have Samir Smaali on his back now. Zaki Niazi, top position, trying to...
He's not throwing almost any ground and pound because he doesn't want to lose the position, and he's not trying any submissions, it feels like.
Well, it's difficult to go for submissions when you haven't passed the guard.
True.
But
he could posture up and throw some ground and pound.
Yeah, and he's not doing that. Whereas Zaki Niazi is hitting every chance he gets. Okay, it's from the bottom. Okay, he's being controlled. But like when the scoring criteria is effective striking above all and an effective grappling second, I think I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you could be right. I just feel like obviously the guy who's on top, it's always going to look in terms of, it's just going to look like he's getting dominated, and that's the reality of what's going on here, I feel like.
But he's just lying there doing...
But he's in a dominant position. You know what I mean?
And the referee
That's a good stand-up. He could have done it a little earlier, right?
Yeah, but exactly. If you're lying on someone, you're literally not scoring.
Ooh.
Both men
Ooh,
go for
what
a
happened?
at the same time. I think both men clashed heads.
That was a head clash.
As they went for a takedown.
What's going on?
Accidental head clash. Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, it's 2 rounds for Zaki, but I could be mistaken here.
Well, if I remember the Mark Goddard, the last time I attended the course was 2 years ago, around about this time, and effective striking is what judges are meant to be looking for since they updated the rules.
That's
in
interesting,
2016.
but that would say that wrestling has less value as striking, and I don't feel,
100%.
but I don't feel like that's.
But wrestling has the same amount of value if you do something with him. Let me ask you, sir, are you winning a fight just by lying on somebody?
I think so.
Just
because
by
you're
lying?
I feel like because you're in a dominant position, you shouldn't be on the ground with your back on the canvas. In my opinion, you shouldn't. You'd have to scramble out.
unified rules of mixed martial arts say otherwise.
No,
the
could
scoring
be.
criteria.
I think you
no,
might.
it's 100%
Okay.
definite.
Yeah.
We go into round 3, but I think round 1 Samir Smaali for his early exchange. Round 2 Niazi for, he did the more, I would say damage, but he had the more control if you take into account effective grappling.
I feel like they're going to stand up a little bit now. I feel like Samir's got a little bit better stand up.
Yeah, 100%. He landed the first shot flush.
But I think he's just waiting for the takedown, exactly. He was waiting for the perfect moment. And he's in a dominant position here. Let's see what he does out of that dominant position.
But if he's just content to lie there, he's...
I know what you mean. I feel like the reason why he's not attacking submissions and why he's not landing ground and pound is because Samir's very good off his back. He's shutting down anything. He hasn't passed his guard once. He hasn't even got close to it.
Yeah, so like a guard is, just because he's on top doesn't mean like, okay, that's where he wanted the fight to be, on top, but if he's not doing anything with that position.
I know what you mean, but it's not easy to get to that position sometimes, you know, to get him down. That's an art in itself, I feel like. Just landing that takedown. But
if he's good at landing takedowns, you may as well stand back up and look for another one and just keep taking it down over and over again.
That's true. But he doesn't want to lose the position, you know. He feels like I know he's feeling like he's in a dominant position and he's dominating the fight. That's what I think now Zaki is feeling like.
Lying on someone isn't dominating.
No, but I'm just saying what he feels like, you know what I mean?
Like, he's probably winning this because of the takedown.
Yeah.
But he needs to pick up the work rate.
For sure.
Oh. Smaali active off his back, but...
Very active off his back.
Yeah.
The crowd is behind Zaki, and I expected a little bit more from him, to be honest.
Well, as you said, Smaali's very good off his back. He's done a lot to neutralize from the bottom position. But Niazi is more active in this third and final round, and he has landed more strikes, so I definitely give him this one and probably the second one too.
Yeah.
But the first one...
Well, we'll see what the judges say.
Yes. Samir Smaali and Zaki Niazi in the books. Amateur bantamweight here at XCC in Vienna, Austria. I'm going to go into the cage and announce the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All three have the bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, Saki Mazi.